What do you get when you have the brains of Sherlock Holmes, the physicality of John Jones, the aim of John Wick, and the plot armor of your three favorite anime characters, throw in an American flag and a few eagle screeches, blend it up, and you get Steve Mcgarrett. That's right, Officer Crashout is the topic of today's video. Golly, did you see that? Someone please sign this man. This man did not hesitate to tackle this fat man into the trash can. Get ready for your daily dose of police brutality, because Steve Mcgarrett's about to go crazy. Limo picked up that gun like it was going to help him, but Steve Mcgarrett hit him with that karate kick. Big boy immediately started going in hand to hand, getting all up in Steve Mcgarrett's business until Steve hit him with that John Jones spinning elbow. Punched him in the face, threw him over his shoulder, hit a crate. Who is this man? He might actually be Captain America. So how did this all start? Steve Mcgarrett was a Navy SEAL. Some bad people kidnapped his father, threatened his life, and murked his father while he was on the phone with them. Steve Mcgarrett flew back to Hawaii. The governor of Hawaii stopped by Steve Mcgarrett, said, "Steve, I want to offer you a job. Full immunity and means, be a cop, run wild, scare the criminals to death." Steve said, "I bet." Bro took it personally. So Steve immediately meets the detective investigating his father's murder, Detective Danny Williams, and besides this man being 5'5", he might be the sassiest character I've ever met. And so after Steve literally forces Danny to become his partner, they get into a whole shootout. Danny gets bit in the hand and the shoulder.
I hate him so.
Danny decides to get up in Mcgarrett's face like, "You don't need to be doing this." He grabbed his arm, twisted him, put his face in the dirt. I did Danny saying, "I'm sorry," alright? Danny stood up, dusted his little wound off, fixed his hair, and vexed this man. Alright, on to Steve Mcgarrett's first crash out. They're investigating a group of people that kidnapped his father, literally while he was video chatting his son, and bro's not giving it up. Bro ain't no snitch. So Steve Mcgarrett picks this man up, throws him over a building, hanged him upside down, and held him. Had his partner Danny like,
"It's not Guantanamo, you can't hang a guy up a roof."
But Steve wasn't having none of that. Bro was on a mission to get this kid's dad back. Bro was in full Navy SEAL mode, using every illegal technique the U.S. government taught him. Bro was actually bugging out. Just in case you thought I was joking when I said the physicality of John Jones, this man, Steve Mcgarrett, was actually in the ring with Chuck Liddell and holding his own. Lifted this man up and body slammed him and everything. Team hype as hell. So Danny was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Bro was in a hospital visiting someone, and the whole hospital got taken over, held hostage. Bro, they had to take people out, drag them through the city. They got chased all the way to this little house. It was crazy. These dudes were crashing out. Bro brought in a whole extra squad, but no crash out can compare to Steve Mcgarrett. Bro drove his whole ass truck to the center. Bro stepped out like this was just a regular Tuesday for my man. Had the other people with Danny Williams like, oh, this must be Officer Crash Out Danny Williams was talking about. Next up, a more satisfying scene. This poor girl was kidnapped into an underground fighting ring, forced to fight to the death. When she wouldn't kill the other dude, homie really stepped in there and started beating her woman. Low-key, she was holding her own until he took out the knee and choke slammed her from the sky. What the hell? So Steve showed up from behind. Bro came out like the whole ass boogeyman. Bro hit him with the classic line, pick on somebody your own side. Bro whipped out that knife and started doing that ninja shit, and Steve just kneecapped his ass. Bro was not having any of that. His partner started running only for Chinho Kelly to put a shotgun in this man's throat. Next up, they were hunting down a criminal with a direct order not to physically hand-to-hand engage as he was a pro fighter. But Steve Mcgarrett was already on site with that. Bro said, "Do not engage. I'm engaging, bitch," and immediately went to attack him. Backed up Steve Mcgarrett on this little wood pallet, but bro was not having any. The first time we seen Steve Mcgarrett at the least bit tossed around, but bro blocked the kick, spun around with the John Jones spinning elbow, looked at this man. Bro thought he was tough, rolling up his sleeve. But Steve immediately went for that single leg, lifted his ass up, and dropped him on his shoulder. Shattered every bone in his shoulder. Now they're literally trying to save a whole princess from kidnappers, and bro is already hitting them with one-liners.
Time you actually squeeze around off, I'm gonna have that thing in your mouth.
Then they immediately went into attacking, and yeah, bro, his neck was just shattered. Did you hear it? Bro kneecapped him and then kicked this dude off to the bull sharks. Bro's cooked. Then Steve was just trying to enjoy a nice peaceful date with his girlfriend. And I mean, look at the face she's giving. She already knows what's about to happen. Bro, this crackhead's trying to rob him. Immediately caught the hand. Bro picked the one car with Officer Crash Out in it. This one's going to have some build up to it. But they were in the middle of a secret investigation when this bro rolled up on them with a whole machine. Bro emptied a whole ass clip into Mcgarrett. And when I say clip, I mean one of them 100-round drums. This man Mcgarrett just ate like at least 30 bullets to his abdomen. And bro's just chilling. Nah, I'm just kidding. Bro passes out like 5 minutes after. Bro is cooked. Bro is absolutely gone. Had Danny panicking like, bro. So after Danny landed his plane, he did very, very bad things to the people that shot them up. Immediately went to the hospital to see his boy Mcgarrett. Had to immediately hop into surgery. Bro had to literally give up half his liver for this man. Bro did not hesitate. They some bros for real, for real. Because a week after surgery, they're already running wheelchair races to the hospital. And his partner's putting bets on him, and now they're watching. But they are going to this hospital like they're NASCAR. cars, bro. This is not safe. How are you getting away with this? There's people dying. Super Seal was in the lead until this dude came out of nowhere. Danny had to come out and took that turn like a speedy demon. Bro said, karma's a bitch. And he's getting through the way. Bro's about to get there until Steve Mcgarrett literally runs up behind him and kicks his way into the wall. Uncalled for. Then they had a little scrap, and now they're going for the last corner. They're going. Until Danny sees this thing, pushes it, and Steve Mcgarrett's up and has him crash out of the wheelchair. Then he hits a drift, says ka-chow, looks up at his partners and said,
That felt really good.
had Steve looking at him crazy side eye. Next up, the example on how you cannot catch this man lacking. Bro's just coming back from a peaceful swim in the ocean, and this assassin pulled up behind him. But bro did not give a crap to throwing hands. This assassin was like, bro, what the hell? The floor right. And they see knives, and they immediately get down to business with a blade. After a few seconds of struggle, bro shanked Steve in the thigh. Had Steve struggling for a moment, but bro was not about to let this shit slide. Bro immediately cut him open on the chest, slammed him against the thing, but bro headbatted. Bro had Steve on the ropes. Oh damn. Bro immediately spun that knife around and shanked his ass. Bro is cooked. Bro's done for. Bro has a kitchen knife in his gut. Next up, faking probable cause to enter.
What the hell?
Had Danny actually bugging out. Danny was like, we should have just went and got a key. You didn't need to kick it open, you Neanderthal. Yes, he actually called him a
Neanderthal animal?
But Steve did not care. Bro immediately went to investigating. And then we had this man literally drive a motorcycle into a motorcycle club and pull his gun on all the gangsters. Bro, what is this guy on? How much caffeine do you gotta be doing to have this much insanity going on? Even Danny knew something was tweaking with his man.
I have a number of a therapist I want to give you.
Now, arguably one of the best scenes in the show, Danny was arguing with this man. This man said, Danny, you're unreasonable. Let me talk to Steve Mcgarrett. Steve Mcgarrett is the most unreasonable person on this show. Bro is a D1 crash out. So Steve starts investigating immediately. Bro's looking around. Bro said, you gonna open this up? Steve Mcgarrett said, I bet. And bro started walking away to his car. Bro had Danny tweaking. Bro, Danny was actually bugging out. Look at Danny in the back out, just stressing. Mcgarrett went to the car, grabbed a little bomb. Danny's absolutely tweaking out, stressing.
See what you did? I don't know what he's gonna do, but if I were you, I'd run out the back.
Steve Mcgarrett comes back in here all tweaking out with a whole ass grenade. Where did he get this? Bro literally grabbed a zip tied the grenade, went over to the steel door, threatened homeboy, and said, I bet you don't think I'm like that. Gave him one more chance.
Okay.
Little did he know Steve Mcgarrett was really like that. Bro had Danny running. Bro said, bro, it's real. It's for real. Run. Go. How is this allowed?
What is the matter with you? You need help. I will pay for it.
Not to mention, probably the most refreshing part of Steve Mcgarrett in this day and age is his absolute utter disdain for terrorists. Bro, this spoiled little dumb white bimbo bitch from America was like,
You don't know me. I listened to Slipknot when I was 13. I'm emo like that. You don't know me, son.
fucking loser. Now listen to what Steve says. Look at the disgust in his face.
It's never gonna happen. Not in this country anyway. Because for every one of you, there's 1,000 of me. And just like you, we're willing to die for the cause too. No matter how hard you come at us, you will never change the way we think, and you will never, ever change the way we live.
Damn, it's a good day to be an American.